The hearts of the consumers have been the holy land that every sovereign brand has sought and fought for centuries. So many have perished, so few have survived. Thus begins the quest for the Superbrands.
সুধী দর্শকবৃন্দ, আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আশা করি আপনারা সবাই ভালো আছেন। আমি রুবাবা দওলা আপনাদের মাঝে আবারও এসেছি বাংলাদেশের সুপার ব্র্যান্ডসকে আপনাদের সামনে তুলে দেওয়ার জন্য। আসুন আজকে আমরা পরিচিত হই বাংলাদেশের দুটি জনপ্রিয় ব্র্যান্ড MGH Logistics এবং রেডিও ফুর্তির সাথে। MGH Group was founded in 1992 and since then over the last 2 decades it has grown into a multinational and multi-dimensional conglomerate. We know that MGH is not only operating in Bangladesh but it has also expanded in other countries like India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and also they're ensuring their footprint in the European and American market. MGH is now holding about 25% volume share of export sea freight from Bangladesh, and it also operates the largest inland container depot at Portlink Logistics Limited. MGH is also the #1 patron of Chittagong Port by value, container volume and cargo volume. Dear viewers, আজকে আমাদের মাঝে উপস্থিত আছে বাংলাদেশের দুটি অতি জনপ্রিয় ব্র্যান্ড MGH Logistics এবং রেডিও ফুর্তির পক্ষ হতে MGH গ্রুপের ম্যানেজিং ডিরেক্টর মিস্টার আনিস আহমেদ। আসসালামু আলাইকুম and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Mr. Anis Ahmed, as we know that MGH Logistics was founded in 1992 and you started off as a distributor for Gillette. But over the last 2 decades, you have experienced rapid growth. So what's the secret behind this success?
Well, that's a great question. I believe that the success and the growth had all to do with the prospects our homeland Bangladesh offered. In 92, Bangladesh was a semi-closed economy, and if you would go back to those days, when in 93 a lot of banned items were opened up, the economy opened up. Consumers started to taste new brands, and then wealth accumulation started to also escalate. So I think it was, and I believe and trust that it has been a combination of all of these. Bangladesh's fertile economy, they're very, very, I would say, courageous consumers have helped us to grow this far. So from Gillette to Procter & Gamble and then to various global brands we brought to Bangladesh.
And you're now holding about 25% volume share of the export sea freight from Bangladesh.
So far it has been, yeah.
Okay, so that's also a milestone for MGH Logistics, I believe.
It has been a good going, but we can still do better than 25.
What we see is that you're not only operating in Bangladesh, you've also expanded in the South Asian region, mainly in India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and now you're also ensuring your presence, a footprint in the European and American market. So it seems that you have a varied market presence, different customers that you need to cater to. So how do you offer your products to them? How do you market your products to these different markets?
The greatest challenge have been getting the large clients on board. And those signature brands like Carrefour and Metro, CNA, who are today one of the largest buyers of Bangladeshi apparels, have helped us leverage our relationship. So when we did a great job or a better job in Bangladesh, we continually asked them, can we grow with you? So in the quest for growth, in the quest for delivering innovation and service delivery platforms, they actually invited us to India, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka.
I see.
And without knowing our landscapes, we only knew that these are all great markets. We started to bid for these markets because these brands, they don't just give it out to you.
Right.
And we won the bid in 2005. And hey, we had to just go in and set up our
There
operations.
must have been other bidders from other countries, right?
All multinationals, Swiss, Germans, nobody from South Asia,
I see.
no one from Southeast Asia.
And you won that.
We won that as a lone Bangladeshi brand going in and competing with Germans and Swiss. We won the South Asia contract, which is Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan.
I see. It was one contract under which you got all these countries. I see.
They call it subcontinent, we call it South Asia.
I see. So what are the different kinds of services that you're providing under MGH Logistics?
Okay. Today, basically what we do, all the merchandises which these large buyers or any buyer buys out of Bangladesh or in India, we help them put them into a container. We basically pick up from various factories.
I see.
We pack them in a container and we put them into the IT system so that they get to see it at various countries they buy from.
Right.
And we basically make sourcing easier for them.
I see.
So they are good at finding the right styles, right colors. We are good at delivering them to their racks at the store. So that's basically the supply chain
Timely
partnership.
delivery and to ensure that it's safely moved from one
Delivered,
place to
right,
another. Yeah. But during the recession, have you had any problem with
We
the
have
overall market situation?
We actually thrived during the recession because of the fact of our low cost base
I see.
and because of our continuous low tech, as I call it, innovation we brought to the customers. We work with the clients day in, day out to say, how can we reduce costs for you? That has won numerous great brand businesses.
I see.
And-
So that
and-
was your competitive edge, so to speak.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see.
And during these difficult times, we went to an automotive company called Renault in France, and we made a pitch for IT solution.
I see.
Because we were not getting any contracts for the transportation because they were all tied up for 2 years. And we did come up with a single search window for them
I
to
see.
track their containers around the world.
Okay.
So we just won the 3 years contract.
You developed it for yourself and now you're selling it to others. Is that how
Exactly.
it's working? I
We
see.
actually developed for our customers to track their merchandise.
Right.
And what we did is that we went and did a custom catered solution for them
Okay.
where we are like the Google for all of their cars around the
I
world.
see. It's one-click search and they get access to all the information.
That's it. Saving them.
Okay, I think these are very, very insightful information about MGH Logistics which our audience must be really liking, because these are not information available outside, right? We only see the brand itself. We don't know the things that's happening underneath.
That's right.
But I'm sure that there are a lot of challenges that you have faced over the last 2 decades and still you are facing. So what are those challenges, if I ask you, especially focusing on Bangladesh, for the logistic market, and how do you think we can resolve these challenges?
Challenges are multifaceted. I guess the number one challenge is people. To find courageous, intelligent Bangladeshis are possible, but it is difficult to retain them because the Bangladeshis also have international demand, international possibilities. And the other challenges we face is infrastructure. And, one government cannot build all. And the private sector must come more than halfway to build it. Because this is not only a government's country, it's our country.
Exactly.
We're Bangladeshis. So end of the day, we believe that building infrastructure for temperature control infrastructure for perishables, fruits, merchandises, rice, is going to...
Warehouses and all, is that what you're
Exactly.
talking about?
Warehouses, exactly. Will definitely help with or without at the primary stage the road network,
I see.
because there are a lot of merchandise, a lot of agricultural products which are getting completely spoiled because it doesn't find its way to storage.
And since you're now also having your footprint in other countries, do you see that it's actually being developed in other countries or is already developed, this kind of infrastructure compared to Bangladesh?
We do that, Baba. We do see that in India, where we are now trading in 14 locations. And India has, I believe, revolutionized, number one, their highways, because they built highways in the record time in the last 3 years. And they're building warehouses with their own government undertaking. So they just continuously build warehouses at strategic points.
I see.
And they'll ask private entrepreneurs to take a lease
I see.
at a very, very affordable prices.
I see. So
These
there's a
are-
very good PPP,
Exactly.
private-public partnership, it seems, and that's required also in Bangladesh to
yes.
let this market grow
Precisely.
in future. Thank you very much, Mr. Ahmed, for your valuable information about MGH Logistics. But before we leave you with this, we would like you to sign here. This is a brand card.
Okay.
We want your signature and name and comment about MGH.
The hearts of the consumers have been the holy land that every sovereign brand has sought and fought for centuries. So many have perished, so few have survived. Thus begins the quest for the